one of the members of the ruling NDA is so angry with Republic for asking questions, so angry, so upset, so angry, so furious. They've gone so mad, they've gone so crazy over the fact that we're asking the Minister for Civil Aviation, who's a TDP leader, questions. The correct questions, the right questions, that can you believe it? The Telugu Desam party says we will boycott Republic. And I want to tell the Telugu Desam party that will only make us ask more questions and tough questions and have no impact on us. I want to tell the Telugu Desam party, I want to tell Chandrababu Naidu that please tell your minister to do his job. If we are reminding the minister, the TDP minister, that he is not doing his job well, if the entire TDP jumps to his defense and says we'll fight a big war with the Republic Media Network and boycott and ban Republic, I would like to remind the TDP these boycotts and bans have no impact on us. Zero. Zero. Try this stunt on a corporate network, not on the Republic Media Network. This is the Republic Media Network. The TDP, like the Congress party, is free to boycott and ban us. That will only strengthen our resolve in asking the questions. And the fact of the matter is the minister has done a bad job. The minister has done a bad job. There's no point defending what he's done. He should come and explain to us that yes, I've done a bad job in the past. I'll try and improve things later. But in a show of arrogance or political unity to try and fight the Republic Media Network is a waste of time. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore, I'm coming with even more exposés. Hold your attention. Because what we are witnessing in the aviation sector is a crisis of an unprecedented scale. Never seen before, never heard before. More than 450 flights have been cancelled across India today. Airports in Delhi, Bengaluru, Chennai, Hyderabad, Jammu, Srinagar, Ahmedabad and Vizag continue descending into chaos. I want the Civil Aviation Minister to go with a big placard into airports where passengers have been stranded and say, my emergency response is to ban Republic Media Network. What are you doing, Mr. Minister? What is the TDP doing? Go carry a placard that our solution to the situation is to boycott the Republic Media Network for asking questions of the government. The airlines are raking in profits. The regulatory authorities sworn to protect citizen safety have been caught sleeping by Republic on the wheels. The Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu says the IndiGo crisis happened due to problems in crew rostering and internal planning system. Hear him.
इंडिगो के इंटरनल ऑपरेशंस में उनके जो क्रू रोस्टरिंग सिस्टम है, उनका जो अपना इंटरनल प्लानिंग है, उसमें गड़बड़ी के कारण ये सब हुआ है.
Now that also is an eyewash because for the minister's explanation is not matching the facts. Because this collapse did not come out of nowhere. The minister is being economical with the truth. Was this crisis avoidable? It certainly was. In fact, I have data and information with me, and I challenge the Minister for Civil Aviation or the TDP to challenge this. In August, the Parliament Standing Committee issued crystal clear directions to the DGCA, enforce the flight duty time limitations, protect pilots from fatigue and stop your shortcuts. The DGCA said, yes, we will do that. It nodded, updated CIRs, issued advisories, promised enhanced oversight. They made these promises. The Minister for Civil Aviation should come straight face to face with me and say, we did not make these promises. But the DGCA made these promises before the parliamentary committee, in other words, to Parliament. And then December comes and IndiGo's rostering collapses like a house of cards. The Standing Parliamentary Committee's report had warned DGCA, and I quote, I have papers on this. The DGCA must rigorously monitor and enforce compliance with the updated FDTL regulations for all flight crews, ensuring that operators do not circumvent these vital safety measures. DGCA updated flight duty time limitations on March 26, 2024 to combat pilot fatigue, to make you safe. And yet, IndiGo's rostering collapse proves zero monitoring occurred. I want to ask the government and the minister and the central government one question. A simple question tonight. What is this investigation when the fact is that DGCA itself cleared the rosters for November? DGCA knew. Is it true that one of the people who cleared the IndiGo roster is now in the investigating committee? Does it make any sense? Now, of course, the Ministry of Civil Aviation can come and ask, how do you have so much information, Arnab? On what basis is Republic making these claims? Well, because we are Republic, we know. And we believe this is wrong for the people of the country. And the minister thinks he will boycott the Republic Media Network and we will capitulate. He got to be dreaming. What the central government should understand, that the approach of the Civil Aviation Minister and the ministry is wrong. Despite all of this, the DGCA, knowing it did zero pre-implementation audits, zero compliance checks, zero stress testing. Parliament had already warned DGCA months ago. Enforce the fatigue rules or face exactly this. Today, the Civil Aviation Minister stands up in Parliament and says, we want more players in the industry.
But the ministry has already been working on this. We have envisioned the demand to be growing at such a rate that we want to have more airlines in the picture. And I have continuously said on the floor of the House, in both the houses and outside also whenever I'm speaking, that India today has the capacity of 5 big airlines.
What is going on? Today the government wakes up and says, duopoly is bad. I've been saying it for the longest time. And I want to ask the government, is aviation the only sector in which there are monopolies and duopolies? The minister suddenly wakes up and says, India has today a capacity of 5 big airlines. There has been an effort from the ministry to encourage more airlines. I ask the central government, the ministry, if you wanted more players, why did you allow the duopoly in the first place? IndiGo alone flies 64% of domestic passengers. India moves 14 to 15 million domestic passengers a month. You gave Air India to the Tatas for less than 2,000 crore rupees in cash. Why did you make it so easy for the Tatas? And yet 2 private airlines dominate 91% of the skies. So when 91 to 92% of the market lies with just 2 carriers, how can the government say we are anti-duopoly, anti-monopoly? It's not. We will believe what exists, not what we are told. The ministry cannot simply claim it has no role. Now there's a gigantic mess and the minister is repeating what I said earlier, duopoly, monopoly is bad. Now the pilots' body are alleging a cover-up. They allege why DGCA approved extended winter schedules for IndiGo with impunity. Now the same officials who extended the winter schedules are probing the charges against IndiGo. Can the minister say I'm wrong? The problem with the Civil Aviation Minister is he knows that Arnab knows everything. And he knows that only Arnab has the guts to ask this question straight. So he's going back to his party, put pressure on Republic and Arnab, ban the channel, stop them from speaking. His clips have gone viral. I will not be banned. The Civil Aviation Minister is nobody to ban me. We have no individual agendas. But pressure tactics don't work with Republic. He now says responsibility lies with the airline. Yes, of course, but really, the ministry controls DGCA, the body responsible for pilot hours, flight safety, airspace management. How is the ministry also not responsible? How is the DGCA not responsible? How is the minister not culpable? And if the responsibility truly, solely lies only with the airlines, then the nation wants to know, Mr. Minister, why did the DGCA cave in? The DGCA should have stood firm. We would have backed the DGCA. We would have said, great, the DGCA suddenly got a spine. What happened? Mr. Minister, you can't fight with IndiGo, so you want to fight with Republic. You should have fought with IndiGo, fought for the people. Republic is fighting for the people, you're fighting with Republic. In other words, you're fighting with the public. The DGCA had introduced flight duty time limitations in January 2024 to prevent precisely this type of meltdown. Nighttime duty rules were designed to limit consecutive working hours and ensure pilots get adequate rest. Leave could not be substituted for weekly rest. This makes it safe for passengers. And yet, when IndiGo cancelled 1,000 flights in a single day, immediately the DGCA, in other words, the minister capitulated. If I say the minister capitulated, DGCA capitulated, you get angry and you say ban Republic. You think the people don't understand? A minister should know, I have been in this profession for a long time. We speak for the people. The people know, Mr. Minister. There are many people like you who have come and said, parties have said, ban Republic. That's the one way to solve the situation. It's not a way to solve the situation. I wish, Mr. Minister, boycotting Republic was a way to help the people. It's not. The people, if I open the calls today, are with us. The public is with Republic. The fact is, the DGCA capitulated. The DGCA granted a one-time exemption from night-time flight duty limits. Why? Pilots who were supposed to be resting or on deputation to DGCA were sent back to flying duties. Why? The rule preventing airlines from counting leave as weekly rest, withdrawn entirely. Fatigue rules are needed to prevent collapse. Collapse happened, and therefore suspend the rules. Does this make sense? And the point is this, viewers. Who's talking about all this? Who's talking about all this? Remember one thing, viewers. This is your network, ladies and gentlemen. This network does not capitulate to anything. And it's breaking news tonight, the TDP has said we are banning Republic. We have problems. Why do you have problems? Because we ask questions about IndiGo. That means you are saying you have problems with all the people in the country. And they want me to keep this under wraps. Why should I keep this under wraps? Today, if TDP sends a representative, today I will take them on air. But till then, I'll put an empty chair. And I want the people to know, all the people who fly IndiGo, don't fly IndiGo, passengers across the country, that to punish Republic for asking questions about the mess. The same ministry which could not handle IndiGo, the party where the minister comes from says we will not send representatives on Republic. Do you think it will impact us? Nothing. Water off a duck's back. Try this trick somewhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, we fight for the people.